And here we go now. The third part is about going deeper. Follow the rabbit hole. You have a fear of spreading, but you also have a fear of catching. And so you go into the guidelines and you follow them religiously. So you have fear installed in your system. If people come across to you at this time and saying, look, but okay, but you know that the guidelines are there for you to decide or not. It's up to you. The person already doesn't have space for it to become part of another opinion because the guidelines they become so self-constructed of fitting as a glove for their fear of the unknown that this is all the same umbrella. It's fear of the unknown. I just said it. So there is no space for other opinions, and therefore the fear becomes tighter. It's no longer like this, it's becoming like this, and then becoming like this. I'm defending this, and I'm not allowing anybody to let myself in and wash my brain. And that's how brainwashing comes. And that's how they mirror back to us when we are so calm analyzing things, so calm discussing them as if for them we are illusion after illusion talking here. Um, and we are the crazy ones. They are mirroring that we are the brainwashed ones, that we are the denying people around this place. So when you don't have space inside of you to accept your own fear and accepting the other person also had that fear but made a choice to actually, okay, hold on. Since you're here discussing this, let me just think this through. Okay, and let's review. It's the same as a class. You don't decide 2 plus 2 equals 4 just because the teacher told you and you have to memorize it for the test. No, you have to actually break it down, understand the reason why, and that's basically it. So the narrative here is about wearing a mask has a deeper effect of you understanding yourself. You decide, so you have an option to wear a mask here, and you need to find out who you are. You need to understand your fears. You need to understand what's being spread out there, if it makes sense to you to have the capability of making decisions of your own, not just necessarily following others just because. Because you already have the fear of catching it and the fear of spreading it. When you put these two together, it feels like boom, right? You feel me? So there is a bit of a pressure in there. And because of this, since the screaming message that you have inside, oh, so what the heck do we do? Because you're not an expert, you follow others that are. But there is a lot of contradictory information about all of this. And so that's why we are always saying that you need to do your deeper work, because that's how you know your answers, that's how you know yourself, and that's how you will be able to answer all these things, no matter if they're doctors or not. Because we are here to personally be integrate and be responsible about our life lessons in this world. And so wearing a mask is also a part of it right now, because it's part of history. It's going to be part of history no matter how we see it. So this is the deeper level seed that we all carry inside. It's like, if you don't give me an answer, so what should I do? What is my fear here? Why are you saying all these things and you're not carrying any solutions, and therefore it came the vaccine and whatever other solutions. But let's not talk about that. We're just talking about this small example, which is a simple mask. So, deeper the rabbit hole goes, the deeper you find out more about why you have been deciding to wear a mask. The more you deconstruct this inside of you, you understand that the questions can be made like, okay, I'm following the guidelines, but do they make sense to me? Since I'm having this duality in thoughts, like, if I'm spreading the virus inside of myself, okay, I'm protecting others, great, yeah, but I'm touching everything else. I'm already doing my whole life. Even though I'm washing myself, do you prevent all? We already know from those guidelines it does not prevent them all. So it's going to be always a contradiction and a decision from yourself to do it or not. It's only a decision, a choice. And the other thing is that I want to let you know is that being a choice, it does not need to give you a sense of guilt. It needs to give you a sense of peace. When you decide something in the sense of guilt, you're not evolving in that sense. You're just buying into a lie, not expressing your own truth, and allowing others to repeat the same steps. And therefore, we are running in circles. The division becomes when you are in peace with the reasons that you have chosen to follow, not to impose. And therefore, I feel there is a sense of pressure in nowadays. With just a simple example, we can expand it to any subject right now, because we are not able to express who we are, and therefore we are being called whatever names that they want to call it in the news. And there is no space, you see. Even when there is space, we are not giving a way to exist legally. I have come to the knowledge of certain countries have the potential of you expressing who you are, not wearing a mask, not taking the vaccine, working, traveling, whatever, under those forms being signed. The government provides that. But for example, in this country, Portugal, no, you don't have that option at all. Zero, none. You either do it or you either do it. So today I have come to an interesting debate inside of myself, like, should I be doing this or not? I am feeling pressured, to be honest, because I need to express this. I am against all of this, but I have my own reasons, so that's my personal choice. I have thought them through. But you are the one that needs to also do this sort of train of thought and make sure that you're following your own guidelines, not just the external one. Because again, this is like, I'm afraid of catching it, but I'm also afraid of being pointed that I've spread it, right? So let's catch you on the fourth part.